Watch until the end.
Whoa! Holy shit! Fuck yeah, I'm videoing it. What the fuck?
That's some shit with the fucking dragons.
Nah.
Yeah, that's a guess. Whoa!
Yes.
Oh, that
Shit.
yeah, I seen that.
Bro. Imagine the people at Ground Zero.
No fucking way!
That's a genuine reaction right there.
Yeah,
No! No!
wasn't that? Oh, that's the Kim. I thought that was the fucking
Oh
firework
my God!
factory.
Yes, I'm filming!
Gone.
Damn.
Welcome back, Practicing Bad Habits. We got Avery in the building. Your man Fee's in the building. What's good, bro?
Woo, what's good?
Yo, what's your thoughts on that?
That's fucked up.
Bruh, that all I can think about right there is like a cartoon. Like when your feet start moving and your body's still there. That would have been me right there, out. You know what I mean? That's crazy, bro. I was just telling you, like, yo, I could only imagine the people at Ground Zero at something like that.
Can you imagine the after effect?
Bruh.
You understand? When that shit just like, woo, like coming at you and shit.
That video was well captured. But you know what? It also captured what's really going on in the world today.
Oh yeah.
Everything's blown up around us.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Let's keep it moving.
Let's go.
You know what I mean? Everything's blown up around us, eh? Let's go to the next video.
Hey folks, brace yourself for what I consider an extraordinary challenge for any human. A trail camera strategically placed by the police at a crime scene captures an imposing figure reminiscent of Bigfoot's stature. He effortlessly lifts a sizable tree trunk. This impressive feat involves elevating the 12-inch diameter, 25-foot-long log a jaw-dropping 30 feet into the air, followed by a resounding slam. The displayed strength and power exceeds human strength, with the estimated weight of the massive log hitting an impressive 530 pounds. Could this trail camera have captured a genuine Bigfoot in action? Check it out.
Bro.
I'm trying to see. All right.
Bro.
What the fuck?
He picked that thing up from the stem.
Yo, that's what I was looking. I'm trying to see if it was just like
You know
what I'm
the
saying?
power you have to lift that like that?
Hell yeah.
I don't care if that's even a 30-pound log. You still have to have power to lift it
Because
like
of
that.
the length and the
You
momentum.
have to have power to lift it like that. We're looking at the next WWE superstar right there, bro. That dude right there is going to get signed by every friggin' hustler in the business.
What the fuck?
That's fucking crazy.
Well, see, here's the thing. You know me, and I'm like you.
Come on with it.
It got to be on video for me to believe it.
Bro, it does. It does.
You know what I'm
And,
saying?
he's hiding behind the tree.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, hey. It is what it is, though.
Yeah,
It
listen.
is what it is, right? That's like your personal statement right there. It is what it is. You believe that Bigfoot's in those
It is what it is.
you believe in that stuff? Bigfoot and that these things exist and roam the country?
I want to say yeah. I want to say yeah.
You want to say yeah?
I'll say yeah.
Okay.
I'll say yeah.
All right, next video. We're gonna keep it rolling out there, man. We ain't gonna waste no time. We're just gonna keep it rolling. We're gonna get into the good stuff. We're gonna see what's going on in the world. The shit that you don't see on the news.
Yeah, of course they don't want that.
Bro, that's a whole nother conversation. You know, that's something when we're not doing videos, we gotta go back to the podcast format and just really air them out.
That's like when they found that other fucking world in China.
Bro. The fact that we have two sons. Come on,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Lying ass NASA. We're gonna have there's some real conversations we can have, bro. But we're not gonna get into all that right
Yeah.
now. We just want to keep the videos playing. We just want to welcome you guys back to our show.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? Don't forget, drop a comment, hit the like button. You know what I mean? Just welcome back
Just
to the
up.
community. You heard me?
Yeah.
All right, next video. Keep it rolling. Oop.
What's up, TikTok? So,
any fruits or vegetables that have a sticker and their number starts with 4 means it's a GMO, meaning it was created in a laboratory, not from a tree or ground or wherever it comes from. And so to prove that, I sliced the banana in half with this knife, and as you can see, there are no seeds. As you can see.
Yeah, real bananas
The
got
first time I
seeds.
posted this video, it got well over 1 million views, and people were tripping on the fact that these bananas no longer have any seeds whatsoever. Why was this guy calling this a GMO? We have to understand, when they render something seedless, they can still call it non-GMO. So later in the video, I showed this guy who was showing his
super weird
banana
based
with
on what
seeds
you've been
in it,
eating your whole
and
life.
people are
Exactly.
tripping out
Super weird.
because they've never seen a banana with seeds after all these years of eating bananas. So this other guy was considering this banana a GMO because there's no seeds. There's not even any more black spots like there used to be. There's
to be the black
nothing
stringy
left
stuff,
of
too.
the plant. It is now a sterile
Look at that
hybrid
thing. Sterile.
mule sugar fruit. But they still call these bananas non-GMO. Do you guys see the trick here? Did you know that exploding seedless watermelons are non-GMO? Yes, the watermelons that they render seedless with a chemical called colchicine is considered non-GMO. Right here, I always prove what I'm saying. A chemical called colchicine is rendering these watermelons seedless. The watermelon version of a mule. See right here, a seedless watermelon is not a genetically modified food.
Hey, nothing's real anymore.
Hell no, it ain't.
Nothing's real anymore.
But did you see Bragg's, Bragg's apple cider?
What's going on with them?
Well,
Because you got ketchup, you got all types of food.
Yeah, well,
under scrutiny right now.
Bragg's, what was her name? I forgot, Scarlett Johansson. One of those
Actresses.
actresses bought a apple farm,
I've heard about this.
right?
Yeah.
Well, guess who bought Bragg's? Bill Gates.
Of course. Because he wants to contaminate every friggin' damn
Yep.
thing. I did hear about that story.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Listen, nothing that you eat is actually what it once was, or there's no organic foods on
No.
shelves anymore. So again, be very mindful of the things you're consuming out there.
Yeah.
Be very mindful of what you're taking off the shelves. Read the labels. Like they said, there's numbers that can inform you a lot better. So make sure you heed those things. But at the same time, stop eating that processed stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
and
saying?
There's a lot of now, but what also a lot of foods they have on in the label, bioengineered food.
Bro.
It's on there.
And on everything.
Every fucking thing.
So it's not like you can, almost you have options, and then they're limiting those options by manufacturing all these different foods that you're eating.
Aldi's now, Aldi's, I believe they started off in Germany, and they were just all because certain countries they ban a lot of shit that Americans don't eat. High fructose,
Of course, 'cause
bread,
we're unhealthy.
40, all that shit.
We're unhealthy.
But now, I went to Aldi's shopping. I seen a couple of food, products that have bioengineered in there.
It's part of the conditioning process,
I
Adrian.
said, God
They
damn.
want to make sure that through the school system, through the air, through the water, through every aspect of life, through your consumption of whatever you eat, whatever you choose to eat, and they force some of this garbage on you, such
Yeah.
as the McDonald's, the Burger Kings.
Yeah, I don't eat that shit.
It's part of the conditioning process to dumb us down a little bit.
Yeah.
So make sure you're aware of the things that's going on in the world.
Yeah, you're
That's what
fucking
we're
right.
putting these videos out for, to inform you a little bit more. So just do your research and do your own homework. And actually, once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Yeah.
Once you see the unsanitary conditions in some of these fast food restaurants,
Yeah.
how can you still want to eat that food?
I don't know.
You see, my biggest example is to say to someone, once you see someone store away a McDonald's burger for 20-something years and then
Yeah.
go back and revisit it and take it out the closet,
There's nothing wrong.
take it out, and there's nothing wrong with it, how can you still put that in your body consciously?
Australia closed every McDonald's.
Again, they're not doing it wrong, they're doing it right. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? They're helping the people get back in the kitchen and sit down and have family meals. But anyway, enough talking. Let's get back to the next video.
Yes, sir.
Reflections of studio lights, accidental movie props, repeating backdrops. there's a lot of evidence suggesting that the moon landing wasn't filmed on the moon, but on a soundstage. The lunar module engine puts out 3,000 pounds of thrust, and the lunar surface is covered with dust that was described as fine powder. If that's true, why did the engine leave no mark on the surface? And shouldn't there be dust everywhere? Even the footpads are clean and shiny. So either the landing module was sitting there, or it was gently lowered down by a crane. And you'd have to lower the thing gently. Look at it. It looks like tinfoil and curtain rods held together by duct tape. More evidence that a crane was used is when the astronauts separate from the module and return to orbit for pickup. Look at this. The module separates, and the astronauts gently lift back to orbit. And look how slowly it moves. Where's the rocket plume from the engine? What's allowing this to fly all the way to orbit? If you watch the footage closely, it looks like the object is wobbling a little on cables or wires. And by the way, who shot this footage? There was no camera remote control, but somehow the scene is framed perfectly. They're zooming in and out. The camera tracks the object up into the sky, but conveniently loses the object when it gets too high. But the camera does pan around the surface. Who's working the camera? Now, speaking of cables and wires, look at this footage.
Lying ass NASA.
Does this
Get a
look
t-shirt
natural,
that says that.
or does it look like he's being lifted by wires?
Lying ass.
Apollo 11, this is Houston. Go
That's all
ahead.
I can say.
Lem looks to be in pretty fine shape.
That's what I was saying before, bro. Everybody think I'm crazy.
You know, it takes time for us to listen. It takes time for each person to get to that place.
Used up the content.
And we all have to get there on our own, you know?
Yeah.
But you can give us a heads up. That's what we're
There's this
doing.
footage of Neil and Buzz putting up the American flag. But if they were both on the moon's surface, who's shooting the footage?
Exactly.
And how is the flag waving if there's no atmosphere on the moon? Now, sure, we've been told that there was an aluminum tube holding up the flag, but it seems to be moving around a lot. Now, here's a picture of what an Apollo astronaut spacesuit looked like. But look at the soles of the shoes. They don't look anything like the footprints the astronauts supposedly made in the lunar dust. And what about the heat? The surface temperature on the moon during the day is over 250 degrees Fahrenheit. That's as hot as an oven. The film inside their cameras should have melted. But there are thousands of pictures that all came out perfectly fine.
Well, fine, except for the whole wrong shadows, no stars, movie props, visible.
When are people gonna wake up?
They don't want to.
And why do they hide this information? Why do they need to fake this? Because again, the answer to that and I'm sorry to answer the question that I just asked myself. It's an answer that they would be ashamed to give.
Yeah.
It would rewrite history, basically.
Yeah.
Because it goes deep. You know,
It's-
firmament type deep. You know, but
Man, listen,
you have those believers out there. Are you one?
Listen, every time I see a motherfucking rocket goes up, it's always something, either an explosion and water coming out, or it just goes around.
So basically, we've never been to outer space.
No, man, listen.
Lying ass.
I've been saying I don't think we've been to space, man.
We're gonna keep it moving, Ed. We're gonna keep it moving. The audience wants that. They want their videos. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they here to kick it with us and chill with us, but they want to see the videos.
Yeah.
They want to see the good shit, man. So let's give it to them. You heard me? Right. What's the next video coming up?
Always believe when people joke about themselves.
If a woman tells you she's the problem, believe her. Whenever I hear a woman say, I don't know if you can handle me, I wouldn't handle it. The package is broken. When she's proud to say I'm toxic, you realize women say that because women just want to justify her ridiculousness and or over the top behavior. If you're stupid to not heed that upfront warning. And when they say like, well, if you don't like my attitude, then don't be with me. Girl, are you crazy? You know dang well that will not slide with a man that got some self-respect and common sense. When they say I'm crazy, run. You should love me for who I am. Absolutely not. If you love someone, you call them out on the BS that they do, the flaws that they have, and you leave an option for growth. If you allow someone that you love to continue to live in bad habits, it's not love. I don't call that love. Most of these things either show that they had a really bad history of relationships, or they're setting the tone for when they do mess up, which is what they had planned to do from the beginning. But instead of apologizing, you've now allowed them to hurt you, to only come back and say, I told you I was toxic. I told you I was like this. It's just who I am. There's no accountability, no self-awareness, and they're so far gone, they don't even want to change.
You know the crazy part about that? You could tell she's young.
But she knows what she's talking about.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
She could tell she's young, but knows her shit.
and not only knows her shit, but she's actually very accurate. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these modern day women, very mature. Yeah. I think she's probably just, you know, aware of where men are today.
Yeah.
You know, where we just don't put up with shit anymore. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I think women are giving out their signs to other women like, hey, cut this shit out. You're messing it up for the rest of
I still think that they killed my man Kevin Samuels. I don't give a fuck what because he was on some shit.
He was checking them left and right, bro.
Oh my God.
He was checking them left and right.
They was like, nah, we got it. He's making the men masculine again.
Yeah.
And we're trying to demasculinize them. You understand what I'm saying?
And think about that statement you just said, men masculine again. Like what happened to our masculinity? You know what I'm saying? And why are some women so damn masculine?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And don't give me the whole we gotta carry that. No, there's just no communication. There's no teamwork anymore. Everyone thinks it's me, and there's no, the word relationship has no meaning. You know, how do you guys feel about that out there? You know, am I blowing smoke? But you know, I'm not trying to go too deep in any one subject, but everything that we talk about is a loaded topic.
Exactly. And then another thing, the women don't know how to be women no more.
No, they're very masculine. They act like dudes. They talk like dudes. I've had a couple that I'm just like, you're like, that's not what I'm attracted to. You know, I love a strong-minded woman, but at the same time, learn to be a little bit, seductive. Have a little, have a little bit of sexiness about you. You know, you know. But and know how to communicate with a man. Know how to communicate with a man that's about his game, and also know how to bring something to the table. You know, I think that's missing. A lot of women are entitled. You know, they wanna be catered to and given everything, but
it's all about the outside. You know what I mean? They make the outside of themselves look good, and then you go to their house and it's like, what the fuck?
Absolutely rotten.
All they got in their fucking refrigerator is bottles of wine and mayonnaise,
and no pictures on the wall.
No pictures on the wall.
I hate that. It just looks so fucking.
They want
straight jacket isolation
restaurant, but. What are you eating? What do you feed yourself?
No class whatsoever.
What do you feed yourself, but do you want me to take you to a high-class restaurant?
And it's like, you know, if you don't, we're going to shame you or some shit.
Shit. Go ahead, you can shame this shit.
You know, so go on the internet and do what? Other than embarrass yourself, you know, you need to step your game up. And we're not bashing women. We're not bashing anyone. Part of me, and about 99% of me, speaking from experience, so I'm talking directly to a few people that I can put up with in my life.
Hey, listen, you know, I don't give a fuck. You know, I just ain't gonna call no names.
Yeah, that's we'll leave it at that. But at the same time,
you know who you are.
We're not hypocrites. We're not gonna just badmouth others and not put ourselves out there. Yeah, but anyway, man, I'm sorry, Abe, but you gonna say something? No. But yeah, I was gonna say, you know what? That's about it for today, man. I mean, like, listen, this was short, sweet, quick. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I know you're a little hungover from the open bar last night.
Shit.
You know what I mean? So I've been up since 5 a.m. my damn self, and it's about midday now. So it's like I got to get some rest my damn self. But listen, I hope you guys will enjoy watching the videos with us. We're going to be doing this a lot more often. We're back actually officially now. So this is what we're going to be doing. You know what I mean? So look forward to kicking it with us because we look forward to kicking it with you. You got your man Avery over here in the corner kicking it. You got your man Mr. Wright. We're going to end it off on a positive note. You know what I mean? It's like, sometimes you just got to have a good little laugh and have a little fun with things, you know what I mean?
Nice either being, but not solar flare head.
Fresh, comma, your wife is my baby mama. God damn, motherfucker, she's a good dick sucker. What the fuck? Hold on, everybody.
That's how I be feeling when I realize I gotta put up with these dumbass women anymore. These are the things I be wanting to do right now.
When the motherfuckers, whoever be editing these shit,
hilarious. Hilarious. My favorite scene is when his hands is completely out. I just feel like that's the freedom that I feel when I get away from bullshit.
He got the towel.
Rocking hard.
Number one
stunner.
That's how you boss it up right there, son. That's how you do it. Hey.
Oh, goodness, brother.
I'm out, baby. Yo, we out, man.
Yeah, no doubt.